It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Live from Mountain Home, Arkansas, it's the morning show.
Da da da!
Ta-da!
Whoop whoop!
Well, did you enjoy your month off?
My month off. Yes, I enjoyed having. We always take Christmas to New Year's off, and I really enjoyed it. I did. I got a chance to go to Memphis and see my daughter and hang out with the gnome.
The gnome.
The gnome.
Yeah, I understand taking Christmas Day off, but I don't understand all this other
coming
free
from
time.
somebody that takes 100 vacations in a year, but okay, I get it.
Yeah. How long have you known me? How long have we known each other? Long time.
Cruise ship trips. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. How long have we known each other?
A long time.
Since Austin was in what, the second grade? First grade?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
And he's 2 years out of high school now?
Yep.
Yeah. I think you can count all the vacations I've been on in that length of time on at least one hand, and if not 3 fingers.
But you're starting to make up for them, so that's going to be
starting to make up for them. Okay. Yeah. I got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I can tell you that.
I hear you, brother.
Yeah.
I hear you.
How is the gnome?
Wonderful, wonderful. We got her this remote control go-kart.
I saw that video.
And mounted the car seat in it, and you just drive her around. She loves it.
She's become the world traveler, huh?
Yeah.
She's already hit the snow banks.
She is, yeah. She's in Colorado right now. They're enjoying up there. They went, well, my daughter didn't go, but my son-in-law and Austin, my son, and my son-in-law's brother, so I don't know how you can. But either way, they all went skiing. They've been up to Vail, and I think they're going to Breckenridge today. They went to 3 different slopes out there, so having a good time. No
broken bones?
Not yet. They're sore. Talking to them, they said they're definitely sore from falling a lot. But they went to a different one yesterday, and they had like 8 inches yesterday fall. So they said the snow was all soft and nice, and so they said they may go back to that one instead of going to Breckenridge just because of how soft the snow is, and it doesn't hurt so much when you fall.
ease the pain just a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But how was your time? How was your Christmas and New Year's?
Well, the one day that we got was good.
Awesome. So you get Christmas Day off. They give you that
Christmas Day and New Year's Day.
And New Year's Day. Okay.
Yeah.
Like you said, what more do you need?
That's it. Ready to roll.
There you go. Ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, that's good.
Quiet Christmas, just Miss Tina and I. We just kind of hung out the house. And our youngest boy and his boy came into town the next day to go hunting. And of course, the weather was so nasty, there was not much hunting to be done. I mean, it's kind of, you can hunt in any weather, but when it's raining as much as we had over Christmas break, it's just wasn't worth getting out in.
Stay up through the New Year?
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went to Northwest Arkansas at our youngest daughter's house. Had 8 of the 9 grandchildren there, so therefore it was a noise fest.
There you go.
Yeah, just fun. However, my youngest daughter's got a new house, and they have a playroom upstairs, so you can't hardly hear the kids. It was pretty nice. And they're all of the age now, you know.
And they soundproof the room, so it makes it a lot better.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier. They're of the age now that they can kind of watch themselves. The youngest one that was there was 6, so it made, the girls played in one room, the boys all played in the other.
That's cool.
Then they broke out the band instruments.
Oh, no.
So amongst them all, we have I don't know, with the mallets, you hit the little xylophone. I guess it's not called a xylophone anymore, but the xylophone. And we have a guitar player who's actually taking lessons pretty good. And our oldest grandson is quite the drummer. So they were having a little jam session up top, and That
There
wasn't
you
muffled
go.
very well.
That didn't work out so much.
But it was not bad. Not bad. Anyway, time for the morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. 870-508-1771 is their phone number. Greg Wood and his staff do a wonderful job with people that are in need of hospice care. Been doing it in Baxter, Marion County since 1979. They'll be glad to help you as well. And now the morning prayer. Lord, we just thank you for the day that you've given us, Lord. Thank you for bringing us through the holiday season. Lord, we just continue to pray for the people of New Orleans and all those that were affected by the terrorist attack that was down at the Superdome area, down around Bourbon Street. Lord, we just pray that you'll be with those families that lost loved ones. Lord, we just pray that those that are in the hospital heal quickly. Lord, we also pray for those in Las Vegas that were part of that terrorist attack there. And Lord, we continue to pray for our troops as they're fighting in conflicts overseas. Lord, we just pray that you'll bring them back home soon and safely. Lord, be with their families as well. Lord, please continue to be with our elderly in our area, Lord, as the holiday season to them is not over yet. Lord, get them through the winter, and Lord, just comfort them as well. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
The morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771. We'll be back after a quick word from Bob and Linda Zdora of the Z-Team.
Hi, I'm Bob Zdora of the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for Lake Levels Dam reports and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora. The Z-Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 870-405-0793 is their number. retiredarkansas.net is their website. Go there, click on live views, and this is what you see today. I got the little smoke on the water there.
Got a lot of smoke on the water. It's pretty, though. You can see over the top of it. I like that. You can see what I call Cotter Island.
Cotter.
And now it really looks like an island.
Do they have a little guy that comes out in a white suit?
There you go.
Welcome to Cotter Island. Yeah, that's pretty neat, because where you see all that fog, that's the path of the river, and it is pretty cool. Actually, it's probably pretty cold.
That is a good shot right there, too.
It is a cool shot. The old Witch's Hat water tower that used to feed the city of Cotter with water, and the radio station tower out there beyond it. Way off in the distance there, you can see Scooter Knob.
The Scooter Mountain right there, dubbed the myself.
You're self-proclaimed, huh?
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. It's having a hard time focusing in.
Because they don't know what to focus on.
We'll switch over to that one.
Normally, what you would be looking at is the city of Cotter. What you can see now is the hilltop of Cotter. And there you go. That's what you're looking at. Rainbow Bridge to your left. Behind is the old Trellis Bridge. Bull Shoals be off to your far left. State of Missouri is way off in the distance. City of Mountain Home to your right. In front of that would be the city of Gassville. The beautiful White River that separates Baxter County from Marion County, Arkansas. Here we go. Let's take a look at the radar, Scooter.
Temperatures.
Oh, yeah. Let's look at some temperatures, Scooter.
Might as well.
I don't know why you're trying to get ahead of things.
I don't know. I'm just that away.
As the temperatures look like, currently Mountain Home is 33, Harrison is 34, Batesville is 35, Yeovil is 37, Marshall is 28, Salem 32, Mountain View 28, Calico Rock 33, West Plains, Missouri is 32, Springfield, Missouri 28, Poplar Bluff, Missouri 34, St. Louis, Missouri 29.
And for John Montgomery, just so if he's listening, Chicken, Alaska is negative 44 degrees this morning. So they got a high of negative 37.
You're wasting my time. On the national scene on the radar, as you can see, currently the central United States is all clear. Got some snow going up through Pittsburgh into the Virginias, into North Carolina as well. Some heavy rain coming in from California, Oregon, up in Seattle, Washington. We'll go ahead and zoom into Arkansas. From Rogers to Blytheville, Fayetteville, over to Jonesboro, Batesville, to Fort Smith, Conway, Little Rock, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff, Texarkana, and Greenville, Mississippi. The great state of Arkansas is all clear. So if you're traveling today, looks like you got a pretty good day to do it. On the national scene, watches and warnings. That looks pretty cold across that band right there. Winter storm watch. They're calling for some pretty heavy snows around St. Louis.
The only good thing is it's now going to stay above us.
It's not going to be getting here. That's a good thing. I like it. I wouldn't mind it. Good 20-inch snow wouldn't hurt anybody. 7-day forecast. Today, high of 44 and sunny. Low tonight, 26, mostly clear. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, high of 39. Saturday night, chance of rain, drizzle and then showers. Low of 34. Sunday, high of 45. Sunday night, low of 18. Monday, high of 29. Low of 15. And then on Tuesday, high of 30. Looking into next Wednesday, it's going to be 29. And next Thursday, it's going to be 34. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk, 554.49. We're going to go with 2 on the generation. And Lake Bull Shoals, 658.60. We'll go with yesterday's call of 8. And it's 0.4. Below full pool of 659. Lake levels, dam reports, and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z-Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. RetiredArkansas.net is their website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. They're busy, but never too busy to help you. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. We'll be back in just a moment.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for community news and happenings brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals scooter, tractors out there at Ozarks Farm and Lawn.
From one end to the other.
From one end to the other.
You
Mowers,
cannot miss it.
tractors, implements, all kinds of stuff. Tim came into town. I told you off camera earlier, my youngest boy,
Yep.
Tim, came into town. He's going to work on my old tractor. Can't find the key. Of course, Robert had the key, so that means we can't find the key. So I go over to O'Reilly, and they can order one, take 3 or 4 days to get in, and the price was this. I thought, well, I'm going to go out to Ozarks Farm and Lawn just to take a look. Now, this is an older tractor. Guy said, oh, yeah, I got one of those. $5.
There you go. I'm telling you. They got
Ozarks Farm and Lawn.
everything I've gotten there, I've gotten a great price on and exactly what I needed.
And you don't have to wait most of the time.
Nope.
But if they don't have it, they can get it.
Yeah, and yours is even older than my tractor.
Yeah. No, not my new one, I don't think.
Not the new one, but
The newer one I've got is newer.
yeah.
Not the one that you've been using, but the other one I have. The one at Roberts is, I think, newer than yours.
Ah, okay.
Anyhow, Ozarks Farm and Lawn. We don't have any community events lined up here. I do
just
know
not
there is
a
a
lot
Paul
out there.
Bunyan breakfast coming up.
Yep.
Might be next Saturday. On the 11th? So it would be next Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah. So that'd be a good thing to do. And I know it's sausage and eggs and pancakes.
Oh, it's
and
a big breakfast on
Yeah.
real plates and
all kinds of stuff. And
Yes.
they bring it to you in
real china.
Real china with silverware. None of that plastic stuff.
There you go. They take care of you.
Yeah.
Great deal, great meal. I mean, I know a lot of people that went there and had them, and just the breakfast is awesome.
Yep. So that's a good thing.
I agree. What else?
That's it.
That's it. I was looking through the calendar earlier. I'm like, man, there's really not. I mean, it's the first year. Everybody's getting back to going, and yeah, it's just kind of.
I think probably the biggest news is the heavy threat of lots of snow and ice that we were told about on New Year's Day. I think that's kind of dissipated for our area for sure. At
Yeah,
one point,
it's
they were calling
pretty
for
much all
14
north of
inches
us.
of snow up in northwest Arkansas. And, of course, everybody over there is in a panic mode. But I don't believe I think we might get some rain, but I don't think we're going to get a bunch of snow.
If you see anything, you may get a little bit of snow that comes down or something, but nothing that's going to accumulate to anything.
Ground's going to be too warm for it to
Yeah.
stick around very long. So Anyway, I don't think we've got some new city council members. We got new quorum court members been sworn in first of the year. Got some of that stuff going on. We'll have the mayor on next week. We'll talk about some of the changes and things that are going on in the city. But right now, as far as community news and happenings, not a whole lot of community events going on because they wrapped up, like you said, it was the end of the year and this is the beginning of the year. So we'll just let her go with that and call her good.
All right. Take a break.
Community news and happenings brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Highway 62 Southwest at Buford Road, 870-425-3434. We'll be back in just a minute.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z-Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z-Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're out of town.
No minutes, no.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Mr. Bob Zdora. It's been a while.
It has been.
3
Fridays?
Fridays?
Two.
No, it's been 3 Fridays.
No.
Work with me here, Bob.
Okay.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. It has been.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do nothing for the radio last week even. I just went in and I told Kim, I said I didn't even bother. Because it was a short week and with the holiday and everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was kind of hard to get.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Christmas was nice. New Year's was nice.
Did your other son come in?
No. He was, him and his girlfriend are still up there and that's fine.
In the Chillville?
It's Chillville now. Yes, it is. It was a little cool a couple of days. But it rained for the hockey game on New Year's Eve, so it's not as cold. It's probably a little cooler now with that front coming through.
Yeah. Have any exciting things going on top of the ridge there?
Just,
Top of the bluff?
life is good. Life is good. We ended up the year real strong, and it was good to be able to do that, be able to help the clients, and get people done for them. They want to get stuff done in 24, to be able to start fresh in 25, and I think it made a big help for some people, and it was good. It worked out well for everybody. We were able to accommodate them all, and that's the mission. That's what we try to do as best we can, is accommodate people and get them to where they want to be at the time they want to be. We put some nice price changes in on some of the properties that we've had, and so we want to help get those moved along.
Right.
So the hotel in Cotter, we brought that down some. The church in Cotter, the great VRBO that's there, it's ready to go. It'd be, make a nice compound. People, there's a number of houses that are here that are used 20 days a year type things, where people come in, and it'd be great for something like that. Mm-hmm. And it's a great conversation thing if you own the church in Cotter, to be able to say, you know what I got. The great room is great, and bedrooms are all good. It's all been redone. Jason's done a great job with all of those.
You and I have talked about several times about the election and people coming and looking and going, well, I think I'll just wait till after the election. I think I'll just wait till after the first year. I've had that same conversation with some other friends of mine that are in the real estate business and the banking business. So I called down and wished Happy New Year to my banker buddy down in Little Rock, and I said, all those people that told you they'd get back to you after the first year, he said, I'm so busy right now.
Yeah. I mean, just like Bob, I think when we got through November 5th, and there was just like an explosion. It was like the next day was Christmas. All of a sudden,
sigh of relief.
Everything, yeah. I mean, all of a sudden, all the Christmas trees went up. It was like Thanksgiving was like a speed bump. All the Christmas stuff went up. People were looking for some way to celebrate, and that was the easiest way to do it. I mean, Linda had the house, inside of the house all done, and you saw it everywhere. And I think that was just kind of a spark to get things moving and get us moving forward from where we've been. We've been kind of in the doldrums as we do with just a normal presidential cycle, and get through it. It's always better after you're through it, but I think this was, and especially here, it was an exceptional getting through it because of the result, and people wanted to celebrate. So I think that when we're seeing people that are calling, that are looking to go, that are saying, we're just tired of being here, wherever here may be, and they're looking for that change, and we're a great place for them to participate in that change.
And I think people are coming to the realization and understanding that if interest rates they're not going to come back to the twos.
No.
Just plain and simple. Not
oh my God,
happen.
that's good. If that happens, there's something desperately wrong with the economy.
And I think they finally realized the correlation between interest rates and home pricing. So if interest rates come back, even if they come back to the upper threes, which I don't see, low fours, which may not happen, but if the 5 mark is the Mendoza line, if they see them come back to 5, that's going to change the market as far as homes go. The prices are going to start to creep back up.
Oh, sure.
And things are going to happen that way. So I think what they're seeing is it's time now, let's do this.
Yeah, I think that we're seeing with the 6s that it's been 2 years that we've been doing this, that they were in the 7s and we got back down into the 6s. And to be in the 6s is to be, that's now the new normal, which is a term that I don't particularly like, but it's the reality of it. People are just getting used to it. People are realizing that it's going to be, that's what it's going to take. If you're going to buy a house, that's where you need to be. What it does slow down is people that are still have those 3% mortgages, have those 4% mortgages, and it's harder for them to break that contract to start again. And because if you were in a 3, and you would say a $500,000 house, and it was an article I had read the other day. If you're in a $500,000 house and you're in a 3% mortgage, your payment was like $2,200 a month. If you, with a 6% mortgage, if you went to a house that's like $250,000, your mortgage payment would be like $2,200, and a smaller house. So it's kind of hard to make that jump and say, yeah, okay, well, we'll take less house for more money and start all over again. But people, what we're getting, people that have got to go. You got people that have health issues, whatever it is. It's people moving, kids that get better jobs, and which we all hope for. Those are the kind of things that are keeping the market moving. Prices haven't really come down a lot. Prices are hanging pretty good in homes. We got 380 some houses on the market. That number is up high because some people still think it's 2021, and we should be getting that kind of money for homes. That's slowing things down a little bit. Homes that are priced right, that are ready to go, they're gone. I mean, they're literally within days they're gone. There's people still looking, but you've got more competition now, so it's becoming. You're starting to see the pendulum as it does. It goes back and forth, and you're starting to see that buyer's pendulum come back because there's 300 houses out there, and if you want to sell yours and move on to whatever it is you want to do, the only way you can do that is price. And that's really the biggest item, and that's what'll happen. So the prices will start to come down a little bit, and that'll get a little better with that 6% mortgage. It'll make it a little easier for people to buy houses. You could buy, if you were, when mortgages were 3-4%, you could get the higher price for the homes. At 6%, you can't. It's too expensive for people to do, for most people to do. And it's tougher, we're starting to see more first-time home buyers. There's homes that are coming on, but they're starting to realize that if we're going to get out of this rental that we're in, that we're putting all of our money into and not getting anything back except paying the landlord's mortgage, then the way to do that is to save a little money and get out of there, get out of the rental, get into a new home. And there's homes, but you're going to have to fix them up. I'm with the guy right now. We're going around looking at places, and some of the places that we're seeing, I mean, they're dated. Okay, fine. It's most of it's cosmetic. This home is structurally sound. You pick a room at a time, and you work your way through it. You build up the equity. We've been in some homes that have been redone. People that bought them, fixed them up, and now they want to sell them. And I told him, I says, you could do this. You could make that last house that we were in, you could make that house look like this house, and it'd be your profit. That's how you build your equity into the house. This house doesn't have a lot of space to go, the ones that have been redone. They're kind of pushing the top of the market, the neighborhood that they're in. They may be the most expensive home in that, not a real expensive home, but it's the most expensive home in that neighborhood. And you don't want to have the most expensive home. You want to shoot for that middle area, or you want to shoot low, fix the home up, get your friends together, have painting parties, have whatever it is you need to do to get the home fixed up. Do a good job. Don't cheap it up, because we were in a couple of those too as we've been going along. Not everybody's a general contractor, They find that out generally when it's too late. But you can do that, and you can fix the place up and build that equity for you, and then you move on to the next one. And historically, that's the way the housing market has worked. That's the ebb and the flow of things. The rates, if I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for rates to get down low 6s, high 5s. I mean, that'd be great. But like I say, that's just going to push the prices of houses are going to get pushed up. And again, it's all supply and demand. But with 380 some houses on the market, there's enough of an inventory out there that you can go. Houses are still coming up, they're not making it out of the office. You see that, but as they go to closing, I never saw that house come up. That's because somebody got the listing and they said, hey, I've got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, Southern Meadows, it's got a new roof, and they replaced the heat and air 3 years ago. Oh, well, I got a guy. I got people that are looking for that, and so you'll get into multiple showings pretty quick. Other ones you can tell. I mean, you can go into the house and there's 3 cards on the counter, whereas before there would have been 5, 6, 7, 8, because of the price of the house. That people look at it and they go, nah, that's not what we want to get into.
Negotiation come back?
Negotiations, yeah, more so now than they have been for a little while. So that's really the value of having somebody who's been doing this for a while. It's when we have to tell the other agent what to do to get things done. That's not a good sign for you as a client being represented. And I talk about local banks all the time, and I mean that's still a big pitch for me. Local realtors. You really don't need a realtor from Batesville to list your house because, one, nobody knows it's listed. You're not getting that service. If somebody calls, one of our listings and there's an issue with something, I'm there. If they're in somebody's agents never even see the house. They do it all online. That's inconceivable to me. That you would trust the biggest investment of your life to somebody who you may not even know. It's a name on a computer screen, and we've run into that. And trying to get a hold of them, the information's wrong, the phone number's wrong, it's got the wrong age, and please do yourself a big favor. There's 238 or whatever it is realtors in this town. If you don't call us, I'll be a little hurt, but I won't die. Use a local realtor. Use somebody that when I call them to make an appointment to see your house, they answer the phone. I don't care if it's Saturday, Sunday, Christmas Day. I was making appointments New Year's Day because I got a guy who's got to get something. But you need people that are going to respond. You need to call your realtor and see how long it takes them to answer the phone. See if they go to voicemail. See if they go, and if it does go to voicemail, how long does it take them to call you back? That's your business. That's our business, is your business. And that's Bob will get off the soapbox.
Time to look at your numbers.
Yes, I'm sorry, but it's very frustrating on this, and it's frustrating to the clients. This Week in Real Estate.
Hold on a minute.
Yes, sir.
Buying a house is not the same thing as buying a car through Carvana.
Very good. Exactly.
Selling a house isn't the same thing either.
No.
So you need to deal with local folks.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. And the same thing with, if you're on Zillow and Truly and things like that, and they give you a Zestimate and they give you a number of how much your house is worth, that number is absolutely useless. And the president of the company had his house done, and it was wrong.
Yeah.
So you think they might want to get his right. This Week in Real Estate, there were 38 new listings came on the market. We figured that with the calendar changing. 3 commercial properties, 7 parcels of land, 28 homes came on the market. They range in price from $1.2 million to $69,000. There were 30 sales in the past week, so that was pretty, like I say, people trying to get things done before the end of the year. 5 commercial properties, 7 parcels of land, 18 homes sold. They range in price from $899,000 to $116,000. The average sale price this week was $311,000 with 111 days on market. Total of $5.6 million in residential real estate closed this past week. 35 properties expired. Again, that's a calendar thing. And there were 22 price changes. Currently, there's 382 homes on the MLS. Those homes you can walk in and buy. Year to date, for 2024, January 1st to December 31st, there was 1,138 homes sold. The average sale price this year was $243,000 with 91 days on market. For 2023, there had been 1,078 homes that sold with an average sale price of $227,000 with 85 days on market. For 2022, there was 1,178 homes sold. Average sale price was $222,000. 2021, there was 1,345 homes sold. Average days on market was 89 days with 202,000 for an average price. In 20, there was 1,281 homes that sold with an average sale price of 173. And in 2019, the year before COVID, there was 1,146 homes sold. The average sale price, it was 132 days on market, but the average sale price then was 149. So we've gone from 149 just before COVID to 243. It's a big jump.
Yep. How'd they get you?
Call Linda. That's how you get me. Call Linda. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retiredarkansas.net. I thank the gentleman who watches and who sent Linda a note talking about how the cameras make a difference in his life and how happy he is that we do that. And we thank you for looking.
It's been This Week in Real Estate with Mr. Bob Zdora. 870-405-0793 is his number. Retiredarkansas.net is the website. We'll be back with Friday Sports in just a moment.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's basketball time in the hangar on Tuesday. It's a big game on Tuesday.
Who are we playing?
I think East Cotter Tech.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we do got a big game. First conference game, and we get start out with a good one. So we're fired up for it, I'd say. I mean,
well, let's back up a little bit and talk about the big holiday tournament. Haven't had y'all on since before Christmas, so the Atlas Asphalt Holiday Tournament.
You got it out.
It was
yeah.
good, yeah.
We'll let Coach Leonard go first. He was champions of that thing, so we'll let him talk first about it.
Well, it went smooth. I mean, there's a lot of different moving parts, a lot of people that really help us run a successful tournament. And As far as the games go, started out with a win over Rector, and then we played Cabot, and we had to grind a little bit against Cabot. I thought they have immensely improved since what we saw on film. Got to see some things that we feel like we need to work on and get better at. And then we went into the North Little Rock game. We knew that was going to be a tough one, and didn't have a great first half offensively at all. Probably struggled a little bit defensively as well in the first half. We went in to the locker room down 30-22. Their guards, they have elite defenders, and their players defending our guards were causing us some problems. We weren't turning it over a whole lot, but our offense was just out of sync. And locker room, there wasn't a whole lot of talk in the locker room other than every time we throw the ball inside, something good happens. And in the second half, we may not have been able to really get into a flow as far as turning the ball or reversing the ball, but we would just come down and throw it to Livy. And she had a really good game. And Anna had a good game as well, but she was in foul trouble. And she came in late, had some big-time defensive possessions, and scored a big bucket for us late. It was a good win for us. I mean, I think the last time we won our tournament was when Emma Martin and Abby Martin and Anna Grace Foreman and Leah Jackson were seniors. That group was seniors. But I was talking to Coach Fimple from North Little Rock the next day on the phone, and he apologized for the tombstones that were left under each basket, and I knew he obviously had a punchline, and he said, "Your number 33 buried us all night long." But just thought that Livy had a really good game with individual stats, and Brooklyn had a really good game that night. But a lot of people look at points, and there's a lot of statistics that players need to have to help you win big games, and all of our other players had really good statistics in other areas. And there are also some things that coaches especially see that can't be statted that players do to help you win games. And that's kind of where we're at right now. And what we're evolving into is, you're gonna have one or two that are usually gonna score, and depending on how the other team tries to guard us. And it's fun as a coach to have all those options, and the players really not caring how many points they score as long as we win. Mm-hmm. And that's what we have evolved into, and I think we're just going to keep growing.
You could tell right away in the beginning of that game that the girls weren't going to be able to lob it to Livy. They're going to have to throw it with purpose to get it there.
Yeah. And, I'm not sure that North Little Rock, realized that we were as good as we were. In his words, the ILMO on y'all, or the scouting report, was that you could guard your post one-on-one and then put a lot of pressure on your guards and not have to double down on the post. That's true last year. That's not true anymore.
Yeah.
So
a little different story. Mm-hmm. Coach Fulcher, how about on the boys' side?
Well, we had Dumas first round, and I knew, on our side of the bracket, we had some good teams on our side of the bracket. So if we were able to win that first game, we were going to get 3 really good games out of it, and we did. It looked like we'd been on a 3-day break. Dumas is good, and it's kind of one of those games. It's a really grinded out game, and ended up pulling away and winning that game. And then we got to play Greene County Tech the second round, which was kind of a revenge game for us. They beat us like 14 at their place. Now, they had stretched out the lead on us in the fourth quarter, and I didn't feel like we played to our capabilities over at Greene County Tech. So getting to play them in the second round was an awesome opportunity for us, and another hard-fought game. I mean, that's just what Greene County Tech does. I mean, they play hard. He plays 12 guys, and they try to just wear you down. And probably some of the effects of that carried over into the championship game against Farmington. But everybody's playing 3 games in 3 days, and but I saw us kind of tire down in the second half, and we played a really good first half against Farmington. The little point guard, the Schwartzman kid, got loose on us in the third quarter. We didn't really have an answer, and he just caught fire and couldn't miss. They're a conference team, so we're going to get to play them 2 more times. We better come up with some answers because again, we didn't have an answer for guarding their point guard. And, they end up pulling away, beating us 17 or so. And but was really proud of our guys. We got to play 3 really good teams in 3 days, and we got better. And so we was able to end our first half of our non-conference, I guess, testing our kids. And that was our plan all along is really – we had some new pieces as a brand new team, and we needed to find out some things about them. And, we found out some good things, and we found out some things that we could probably improve on. And if we're going to this conference is as good as it's ever been, we've got to be playing really, really good basketball if we're going to finish in the top 4, because 3 of those teams are, probably, top 5 to 8 in our state, and it begins with Harrison. Harrison, our first conference game is probably one of the most talented, if not the most talented team in our league. They've got everybody back.
We'll talk more about Harrison when we come back after the break.
Sounds good.
We'll take a break now. We'll be back in just a minute.
Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville, voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day, or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday, 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm talking to the basketball coaches from Mountain Home, Coach Josh Fulcher, Coach Dell Leonard. Been a pretty good season to this point, but now it's going to get a little tougher. It's conference time.
Well, it counts now.
It counts now.
Everything before now is just
practice.
Obviously, it counts when you're competing and keeping score, but it doesn't hold any value towards getting into the playoffs. Everything now counts, and we always call it the first season, which we just finished, the non-conference season. going into the second season, which is conference, and you want to get to that third season as your goal, which is the state playoffs.
What is the girls' record at this point?
14-2.
14-2. It's a pretty good start.
It's a good start. It's a good start.
How about the boys' side?
10-6, not quite 14-2, but like I said earlier, I think where our goal has been accomplished. Our kids have been battle tested, and we're at least where we need to be. We got a good read on these guys. We've seen everything, and that's the good thing. So we just got to prepare ourselves for a tough conference season.
And it starts Tuesday night against the Golden Goblins of Harrison. Coach Leonard, what are you looking at there?
There's a lot of things. Number one, it's a game we need to win. It's a conference game, but you know, when we see that logo on their jersey and they see our logo, there's a little bit more fire involved, a little bit more intensity. So it is, you know, your kids have got to understand that this is a conference game that we have to win. There's a whole lot of, I don't know. I do think that our players know their players and their players know our players, and I think there's some respect there, some mutual respect. But when they cross the lines, I think it's safe to say they don't care much for each other, and you know they don't want to lose to each other, and that's, you know, obviously the definition of a rival. But we've got to, you know, they got some good players, and I think that Coach Dozier's doing a good job. Coach Husky and I have been keeping up with them, watching them on film, and to me, they look better than they did last year. I think that we'll be able to, you know, put a good game plan together, and if our girls do what they've been doing and they pay attention to the game plan, then, you know, I feel good about the game, especially with it being at home. But, you know, again, it's one conference game of many that we have to figure out how to win. And I know that when you start talking about rivalry games, people want to, you know, they have a certain amount that they want to win by. I don't really care. I just want to win the game.
Winning by one or winning by a dozen, same thing.
Yes. I mean, you got the conference points with, you know, up to 10 for tiebreakers and so on and so forth in conference, and that's important. But at the end of the day, at the end of the season, just win.
The Lady Goblins are coming in, as of today, they're 7-8 overall. They're playing, I believe they play tonight at, they're in a tournament at Centerton, I believe, and they're going to play
Bentonville West. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I've got film, we've got film, but I didn't know their record. But we'll try to obviously get that film, and we've played Bentonville West, so that'll be helpful. And we're pretty excited about what's happened, but what's happened is over. Really doesn't matter right now. We're 0.
Clean slate, time to go.
Yeah, we're 0-0, and you know it's funny because I told the kids in the locker room after we won against North Little Rock, I knew it was about that time where, you know, all these rankings start coming out, and I said, don't drink the poison. You know, it's what the rankings right now don't mean anything. And we were number one at one point last year, and you know, I could care less about that stuff. The only ranking that we're concerned with is the one that happens about that second week of March.
Yep, it makes the difference. Coach Fulcher, the boys will come in. Harrison's guys are coming in. I think they're 11-3 right now. Might be 11-2.
They might be 13-3. Might be their record.
Okay, so I may be off.
Yeah, well, they had a couple of games over there, the Lindell Thomas.
Okay, I may not have counted those.
But yeah, no, they're coming. I mean, they're coming in. They've got a good record, and they've been tested as well. They've played some really good teams. Mm-hmm. And you know, I found our conference in general has been having a lot of success. We knew that it was a good conference, and but they've been playing. The 5A West plays a lot of the 6A West schools, and then they'll go and play. A lot of them have been playing bigger schools. So, I mean, it's going to be, like Coach said, everybody's 0-0. We got a 14-game season here. Top 4 goes. You know, at our level, we don't have a district or a regional tournament, and so the top 4 goes. And when you've got eight good teams, it's going to be a fun battle each night, and there's a lot of things that go into it. People staying healthy and all those things are going to play big factors. But no, I mean, Harrison, they're the first game up. I think both teams, all of our kids respect the rivalry. There's not like a hatred there in any means, but there's a seriousness of respecting the rivalry of the years past and respecting the players and the coaches from before that it's taken very seriously. And both teams really want to win it. It means a lot to them. So if you want to see probably the best high school high school basketball game atmosphere, come Tuesday. There's not a better atmosphere in the state. I'd put our Mountain Home versus Harrison at our place and their place. There's not a better place to watch a high school basketball game. And you better get there early because it's going to be hard to find a seat. And if you're a fan of basketball, if you're a fan of two teams just getting after it, come show up. We ask our fans to show out, and you better show up early.
Who gets the draw for the JV game beforehand?
The boys do. We'll tip off at 5. I don't believe the girls are playing the JV game. We're going to be playing at 5, and then the girls will follow after, and then the boys will be tipping off about 7:30. I think the student section, the theme is white out, so wear your white stuff.
Wear your white stuff.
Yeah.
Coach Leonard, is Harrison bringing back a good number from their team last year?
Pretty good number. London Lee, and she's putting up a lot of good numbers. And then they've got pretty much. I mean, I don't think they graduated anything as far as statistics. Now, of course, Brooklyn Mitchell moved over here, so that adds another little element to it. But I think that Eliza Barger. I mean, they've got some players that could play for anybody in our league, and when you throw rivalry games in there, it's amazing how sometimes, no matter what your record is or what your talent level is or somebody's opinion one way or the other, it's amazing how sometimes those games can be barn burners.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to try to concentrate on us.
On the boys' side, it seems like they're returning a good number as well.
They've got everybody back. Yeah, they're. This is a good team that they have, and they've got big plans for this team, and as they should. I mean, like I said, they're one of the best, if not the most talented team in our league.
Yeah, and I think they remember those 2 boys games from last year too. So coach but I still think our boys and coach are going to step up.
How did last year's game end, Coach? Recap that for us.
Well, they were both tight right down the stretch. Went into overtime. Beat them at our place, went into overtime, and then over at their place, same thing. We had a lead, lost a lead. They hit a shot with, under a couple seconds left in overtime that put them up 2, and then McGee Harris hit a double clutch left-handed 3 to win it at the buzzer
from half court.
From half court. It was wild. It's wild. But there's some things that happened in that game that shouldn't have went to that. We should have put that game away early, and but I thought our kids showed a lot of resilience. Sometimes things don't go your way, and you still put your head down and do the right thing and keep battling, and that's what our kids did, and they were rewarded in the end. So. I was really proud of those guys, but yeah, those are the 2 of the most memorable plays that's happened in Bomber basketball in a long time.
A long time, yeah. You can go back and look at those. You can see those on the internet for sure. You're getting a lot of good playing minutes from some of your younger players this year.
Yes, and we're looking for that to continue to increase. We've spent the last couple of days trying to get some of those guys caught up. When non-conference schedule is brutal, and sometimes you feel like you haven't had a good practice in a month because you're traveling and playing, and we've had so many road games, and it really kind of hurts your younger guys when you're playing in these tournaments. They're not getting reps. They're not able to get practice reps, which is the most important thing. So we've been able to, last couple of days, focus on our younger ones and that's been good for us. So counting on them.
Gentlemen, welcome back. We appreciate you coming in, joining us on Friday mornings. We'll start getting some players in here with you. You've been watching the morning show on XL7-TV. Be at the Bomber Stadium at the Hangar Tuesday night.